One of the greatest tasks of each generation is to pass on to our children a clear understanding of what is true, a deep love for what is beautiful, and the courage to do what is good. Several years ago, a small group of parents in Denver embraced this idea and decided to start a classical Christian school for their young children. The school would be academically rigorous and affordable, and instead of building a curriculum around standardized test performance, like so many schools do, this new school would use time-tested teaching methods and a curriculum that equips students for lives of learning and joyful discovery. That school is Augustine Classical Academy.
I remember sitting in this recitation and watching the kindergarten and being blown away and immediately turning to Amanda and saying, "Where do we sign up?"
We were also looking for a place where we knew that Jackson would be surrounded by people who shared a common belief and a common love of Jesus and of the Bible, and knowing that we were building a foundation for him in biblical truth as well as a strong academic experience.
Whether it's athletics or it's eating lunch with a table full of kids, we wanted God to be constantly present, talked about, the one that everything ultimately came back to.
Today, Augustine Classical Academy helps each child reach his or her God-given potential, using teaching methods and curricula that align with how children are created to learn at different stages in their development. Our students learn all subjects as an interconnected whole, which enables them to understand meaning and engage in big ideas. And unlike so many of today's schools, we treat our students not merely as future workers who will contribute to the marketplace one day. Instead, we treat them as curious and capable human beings who reflect God's image. We believe an education should equip our students to think well and speak well, to distinguish truth from fallacy, to develop hearts for God's word and the good of others. It's an education that nourishes their hearts, minds, and souls.
Everything that they do is focused around the development of this child as a human being into all of life, not just this one unit of study, but how is this contributing to the whole person.
To see that our kids actually aren't just getting more information, but that they're becoming different people. And I don't know that that would have been possible in the place where they were.
School is not a burden to my children. Learning new things is not, they don't roll their eyes, they're not moaning, they're not groaning.
The backdrop of this education is a community of partnership among parents, teachers, and supporters who are committed to the good of each student and the flourishing of the school.
We love the sense of community that's here at the school, that the families know one another. We're all, it's not, hey, the school kind of runs itself and the families are over here, but rather the families are all heavily involved in the week-to-week life of the school.
I know that Jackson not only has a very strong teacher engaging him and challenging him in the classroom, but that it really feels like a place where the whole community is educating him.
We're all very close and very connected. I feel like we all have linked arms together to raise up our children.
We're all committed to our kids' education, and so it has been a great community. It's been like an extended family for us.
Ultimately, Augustine Classical Academy helps parents guide their children along a path that makes a meaningful difference in the world. We're educating students to know about the world and engage it for God's glory.
Success comes down to, are they humble? Are they generous? Do they have a grateful attitude? That's what they're trying to instill in our kids.
I just want them to build a solid foundation that sets them up for any opportunities in the future, and also ensures that they can reflect Jesus.
We get one shot to educate our kids, and it's priceless.
Just as humans, I think we long to participate in something that's good and that's transforming our society and that's shaping individuals.
That's not just good for raising up Christian boys and girls. That leads to the flourishing of a city. That leads to generations of men and women who know what it means to lay down their life for the good of their neighbor.